Okay.
All right, good to go. Okay. So we have a lot on the docket tonight, so we want to get started right away. I really am excited about what we have planned for you tonight because I think it's going to be a lot of things that are really going to be helpful to your business. Now, I'm going to mute everyone. Don't take it personally, but it just all goes better if I mute everyone, and then when we have questions at the end, we can unmute, and then if you have a question, excuse me, if you have a question during the Zoom, please put it in the chat, and the leaders will be watching that, and we will answer those questions as we go through. Okay. All right, so first off, I just have to say that as some of us were getting ready for tonight's Zoom, we are super excited at the number of people that are green by 15. We used to recognize people for their sales from the previous month, but doesn't April seem like eons ago? So we decided that we are going to start recognizing those of you that are green by 15 at each of our organizational Zooms, because our organizational Zooms are on the third Sunday. So typically that's going to be very close to the 15th. And one important thing about green at 15 is then you get a mid-month check, okay? So all of us like to get paid. So if you, like we talked about last month, if you book the end of your month, like the last week and the first week of the month, then you start out strong, and then you can get bookings from those parties for the end of the month. So that's just something we really want to encourage you to do. Now, this is going to take a while because anyway. All right, so congratulations to all of Brenda's believers who are green by 15. If that's you, give us a woohoo, silent woohoo. I do that in class. I don't like a lot of noise, so it's like woo. Okay, but it's like, all right. So way to go, Brenda believers. Then we have, okay, we've got to figure out a better way for this. And we have our goal crushers. Give us a big woohoo if that's you. Look at all those people. Tracy, how many people on your team? You remember? Look at,
there's 8 of them green.
I know, but how many total?
Team members. 19.
Huh? 19. Look at that, guys.
19.
That's awesome.
That's some new ones. Yep.
Very good. Okay. All right, dream believers, let's hear ya. Well, see ya. Can you see mine now? Thumbs up. Dream believers, look at all of you. That is the most green we have ever had. Way to go. If that's you, let's see ya. Okay. Next month, we're gonna figure this out better, I promise. Okay, Swanson team. New director team. Way to go. Look at all those people on that new director team that are green. That is so exciting. Way to go, Annie and team. Okay. Another new director team. And that's just like days ago. So way to go. Cottage team, let's see ya. If you're on this thing, let's see ya. All right. Whoop, whoop. My neighbors are gonna think I'm really weird. There. Okay. They probably already know that.
David looked at you weird too.
I'm sure he did. Oh dear. All right, story team. Is your name on there? And I think that's it. That's all the ones I got. Correct? All right, that's it. So there might have been other green people if you weren't
Hey,
correct.
Can I say mine real quick?
Yes, please do.
Problems today. My computer is just terrible. Okay, so the Linda Hansen team, they had Casey, Sherry, Esther, and Jennifer were all green. Woohoo! And then on my team, myself and Amy and Holly and Dana were all green.
Woo!
Woo!
And
Hope I
Linda's a
didn't miss
new
any.
director team too. So that means
Yep.
Margaret's a new advanced director team.
Yikes, yes.
Way to go. Anybody else that didn't get theirs in that has voice would like to verbally tell us who they are? Okay, nice job. All right, so I don't know if you have noticed, but we have a monthly booking blitz that is organization wide, okay? So that means that we do this booking blitz, we as in Tracy, to help you and encourage you and give you support. So Tracy, would you please talk to us about that a little bit? Because we need more people involved in that. We're doing it for you.
Okay. Yes, every month I kind of try to pick a fun theme for a booking blitz for our whole entire organization. And I usually have it tagged to the top of copy group. And what it's for is to make booking fun and a little bit competitive. I have set a goal this month to hit 400 bookings for the copy org. Basically what you do is when you get a booking, you go in there and comment on that post, and you would put the date of the party, the kind of party, and then you can select a GIF or a picture to go along with it of us. This month it is plant a seed is the theme, and then you want to tag a teammate to let them know that it's their turn to go get a booking, so we keep the game going. Once you reach 10 or more bookings for the month, your director will be sending you some happy mail. So it's just a way to have fun and encourage one another to get bookings on our calendar.
Perfect. Yeah. So I hope that you're using that, because I know we all need encouragement. And so if someone tags you, really take it to heart and go, you know what? I am going to go get that dang booking, and then I'm going to tag somebody. Okay. So just really encourage yourself to use that booking blitz. And, we all have different goals. Your booking goal might be 2 parties a month. Your booking goal might be 10 parties a month. But let's help each other with that booking blitz. And that can include months down the road too, isn't it? It's so fun to turn your calendar and go, oh, I already have the parties I want in June. So
Yep.
yeah, that's always fun. All right, so the next thing I'm super excited about, raise your hand if you are a rock star at customer care. Raise your hand if you get in contact with your customers after 2 days, 2 weeks, 2 months, 11 months. If you do that, I'm sending you something, because I don't know anybody that is that dedicated or that in that habit yet. So if you have done that with all of your parties in the last few months, raise your hand.
I'm starting to now.
I know. And Sarah's going to share with us how she is doing that and making it easier. So Sarah, take it away.
So we have discovered an app. It's called Sell with Amy. It used to be called Maven. And can I share just a quick little 1-minute video that kind of gives a little...
Can I ask, Sarah, this is Brenda, just wait 1 second, honey. Somebody has background noise, or I hear
Oh.
somebody talking. What elevators? Is it?
I think it's Mike here talking on the phone is what you hear. You need to be quiet. Okay. Sorry.
Okay, I muted everybody now except for you, Sarah.
He's talking about cultivators.
Wait a minute, I learned something.
Okay. Shh, quiet.
You're okay.
They can hear you though. Okay, so I'll share my screen real quick. It's a quick 1-minute video just to give you a little rundown of what Maven is.
What if you could work your direct sales business from anywhere? Whether you're making a cup of coffee, waiting to pick up your kids from soccer practice, or just getting out of bed. Enter Maven. Maven is a mobile app that empowers you to do exactly that. It automatically reminds you when to reach out to your customers and prospects, makes it easy to share your favorite products over text or Facebook message, look up your customers' orders while at the grocery store, and allows your Instagram followers to learn more about your favorite products and your personal brand. Because it's 2018 and it's about time you had a tool to manage your business on the go and be free from paper at the same time. Want to learn more about how others are using Maven? Join the conversation.
So yeah, it's not 2018 anymore, but that's when it was Maven. It's now Sell with Amy, but it focuses on what Pampered Chef teaches us to do the follow-up 2 days after the party, 2 weeks after the party, 2 months after the party, and I add a bonus one in there for 11 months after the party to do that rebooking for the year follow-up. And Brenda has reached out to Colleen Finley. If you want to hear more about customer care, Colleen Finley did a training on Coffee Talk. It was back in the beginning of March. If you go and look in the announcements, you can see when she did it. It says her name there, Colleen Finley, and she does a really awesome training. It's all about building and keeping that relationship built with your customers. That's what she's all about. She's been with Pampered Chef for 22 years, and we are lucky to have her on Thursday night at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. She is going to do a training on the Amy app for all of us, the Sell with Amy app. So I highly recommend everyone try to be on that live, because great opportunity if you have questions to ask. You know, she's very well seasoned in the Amy app, and to have her there available to ask questions, it'd be great if you could be on live, but it will be recorded. But I encourage you to be on live. And that's about all I have for the Sell with Amy app then.
Yeah. So we were going to do a little bit of training on it, but we are pretty much just like maybe one step ahead of you guys on this. So rather than us limping along and training you on something that we're just learning ourselves, we're going to leave it to a pro, and that's
Yes.
going to be that Thursday night. The other thing that we have started is an Amy group for any of us that are going to move into using this, so that we can encourage each other. If somebody gets stuck and has a question, you would have a place to put it where there are actually people who know what you're talking about, rather than just putting it in Copy or Dream Builders or whatever group, you know, Facebook group. We have this group so that any training we find, any videos, anything, we're going to put in that particular group. And here is in the chat, here is the Facebook group, and feel free to click on that and ask to join, and I will admit you, or Tracy or Sarah will. And then we're just going to really dive into this. And I was searching for it on what we have. The directors and above have a group in Facebook called Director Success. And so I searched in there, and I found a director that, and I don't know if it's this gal or not because I didn't go back and look, but This gal, she looked at her stats from 2018 and then again in 2019. And she started using Amy in early 2019. And her sales, recruiting, and rebooking of hosts went up 247% because of her customer care. She kept in contact with her customers, and so they never strayed from her because she did that. I think the worst thing that is a feeling when you get invited to a Pampered Chef party from a past host. It's like, okay, you know, so it's like, okay, obviously I didn't keep in touch with them because they booked from somebody else. So, you know, hopefully this AMI will help us with that. So, yes, we will add that group link to the org group also. But you can go ahead and click on it from chat too. Now, the other thing is we're always looking for new ways to have parties that, you know, are new and innovative. And Tracy and Tanya and I worked on a Zoom bingo party. And we did a trial run. Sarah and I did a trial run this past Thursday, and it was so fun. We really had a good time. And all of the guests, you know, we invited people that we knew would give us honest feedback. And we said, we want honest, you know, critical, helpful feedback. And we got some good and positive, you know, positive and suggestions. And so in the near future, we will post and we will have a mock Zoom bingo for anyone who wants to join. And we will show you how it's done. Well, at least how we did it. And I invited 6 people and I got 3 bookings out of the 6. So it was just a real good booking tool. Another thing that we're going to be working on that we will also do a mock of is a scavenger hunt bingo, which actually was a suggestion of one of the guests, of having a bingo card that we put pictures of Pampered Chef items on it, and then we draw out a picture of something and they have to go find it in their kitchen. Or if they don't have it, they find it in the catalog and give us the page number, and then they can mark it on the bingo. And then that way we're going through a bunch of different products that are on the bingo card. Also, Nicole, who is on my team, who's on my thing right there in the middle, she just had a texting party. And I have heard of these texting parties from other people, and I had recommended it to my team as an idea, and she ran with it because she has a really good friend who's not on Facebook, and her party was almost $600. Wow. And what she did is she just had 1 or 2 posts in that texting group, and there were 30 people in the group, and then it was almost $600 party just in a 4 day. Is that right, Nicole? 4 days? Yeah. So, you know, just being creative and thinking outside the box, and we're going to help you with that. So be watching for those mock parties that we will invite you to as a pretend guest, and then you will see how they are done. And it's very simple. It really took Tanya, Sarah, and I maybe half an hour to plan it. And now that we have the agenda of how it goes, we can pass that along as a system, and I think it's really fun. It's really fun. Okay, so
One
yes.
of my ladies that was on, she was like, it was like a girls' night out. So it is a really, really fun activity to do. So
Yeah, and it was funny because it took us 40 minutes to do the event, you know, the bingo and the couple demos and stuff. And then we asked them for feedback, and it was like they didn't want to get off. They just wanted to talk. Well, I thought this. Oh, yeah, I thought that. And well, anything else? Well, you know, and it was like they were just, you know, yearning for contact with people. And so, yeah, they really had a good time. All right. So, about shipping. So we all know that shipping and contacting home office has all been a little bit on the tricky side. But you know what? Everything is tricky right now. So I think, for example, this is a sore spot with my husband and I. So we have this boat, and it needed to be fixed. And the place has had it since September, and we're going to fix it over the winter so that we would have it the minute ice went off. Well, we don't have it yet. And we called, they ordered the part in February, and the only place, supposedly, that has this part is in Michigan. Michigan is locked down. Nothing is going in or out of Michigan. And so we are not getting this boat part from Michigan, okay? So Pampered Chef is doing better than that. They're getting things out, okay? And they're working hard for us. They're hiring people. They're, you know, they have to keep their staff safe. And so we just need to, you know, let our guests know that Pampered Chef is working hard, doing the best that they can. Now, for those of us that are trying to call in or chat, if you're asking about shipping, don't contact them, please, okay? The queue for, I went on a chat to ask something that was important, like, you know, a customer didn't get something, 97 people in the queue, okay? Now, they went fast. It was only about 20 minutes, but most of the people that are contacting them are asking about shipping. They can't help us with that. All they can tell us is they're doing the best they can. All right, so just really, you know, tell your customers Pampered Chef is working very hard. They've hired more people, but they're shipping essential things first, you know, the shipping companies. So we just really need to ask for their patience and apologize, but just Pampered Chef really is doing the best they can. All right, now, so can you see the free-for-all? Thumbs up, yes? Okay. How are you doing on the free-for-all this month? All right, I'm almost here, almost. Okay, so I hope that all of you have been looking at this and know that this is what you're earning besides your paycheck. Okay, those of you new consultants, holy crap, I can't believe all the stuff that you're able to get right now. You're getting that fast track, the egg cooker, the skinny scraper, the fry pan, the cast iron skillets, the knives, and the free-for-all. So you say, what's a free-for-all? Free-for-all is what happens twice a year before each of the new catalogs. And for 2 months, you have the opportunity to get it all for free. Okay? So as you are selling, when you hit $750, you're going to get $130 of new fall products. When you hit $1,500, you're going to get $275 of fall products. $3,000 in sales, $385. $6,000 in sales, $500 in free-for-all. And that happens again in June. So if you hit 6,000 in both May and June, you get everything that's coming out this fall for free. And you say, how else can I get it all for free? When you promote to director, directors get the director box, which is getting out all for free again. So those of us that are directors and we go for the free-for-all, we get 2 of everything. Okay, comes in handy. All right, has anyone heard officially, I tried to find it and I could not find it, Has anybody heard officially what level we need to hit to get the front cover new item? Brenda, do you know?
They have not said.
Okay, I didn't think
Or
they
at
had.
least, I don't know. Once we're an executive team, I'll probably be more in the know, but right
Yeah.
now I don't know.
Okay, typically it's the 3,000, you know, but who knows? Okay, so whatever's on the front cover is what you're really wanting to get because, for example, it was the blender and it was the air fryer. And so whatever the new fall product is, you can earn it. So, all right, now I'm going to let you unmute yourself. If you have any questions about anything Pampered Chef related. If you don't and you need to go, that's fine. But if you do have a question or you have a wahoo of something that went really well for you the last month or so that you would like to share that would be an encouragement to others to try, we would love to hear it. So questions or suggestions, we're open for it.
This is Sarah Ward.
Hi, Sarah Ward.
And I'm wondering so I have some parties that are closing on Wednesday. Do those show up on Thursday's paycheck or will that be too close to paycheck?
The first half of the month, the paychecks end on the 15th. That's the green by 15, which is what we're aiming for. And second half of the month is the 16th through the end of the month.
Okay, so anything after Saturday will be on the next check.
Anything after Friday was the 15th.
Oh, okay.
Yep. So Saturday and forward. Yep. Okay. Great question. Great question. And typically the mid-month payday is 21st or 22nd. And the early month payday from the second half of the month is 6th or 7th. Depending upon your bank.
I have a suggestion regarding shipping.
Yes.
And I did put this in the chat as well, but if anyone didn't see it, for the shipping, I've just been telling guests and hosts to expect that it could take up to a month.
Mm-hmm.
That way, when they get it earlier, they think they're getting it early and they're all thrilled.
Right. Perfect.
So I've been projecting longer so that they get it earlier and they're happy.
Good job. Good thought. Thank you. Anyone else? Ooh, good job, Becky. All right, raise your hand if you are planning to try Amy with us. Look at all those hands.
Do we know with Amy, will our information from like our consultant's corner or any of that import in? I know you can import contacts like from your phone and stuff, but do we know if any of the hosts, past customers and stuff will?
Sarah, do you want to answer that?
Sure, you can. So when you go to consultant's corner and you're in your contact list, you can actually download a CSV file of all your contacts and all their information. And then you can upload that. You have to do it on the desktop app to upload that big of a file from Pampered Chef. But you can upload all those contacts, yes. When you download that CSV file, you can upload it in the Amy desktop app.
Perfect. Do you know, will it sync after that? Does consultants, it doesn't, Jennifer's already saying no. Okay.
Not yet.
Darn it.
We're hoping.
I know.
Okay, I thought
Yeah.
maybe. I mean, I know it's a separate, but I just thought maybe. Okay,
Yeah.
thanks.
One thing they have done though, that they have collaborated with Pampered Chef in that they have the catalog is uploaded in there. Okay, I have Nikel, oh, I hope I said your name right, or Nikki, raised her hand. On purpose, like, do you have something to say in a comment? I'd love to hear it. Or not.
That was just for wanting to
Oh, to use Amy.
Amy.
Good, okay.
Okay, Jennifer, this
But
is
I-
Brenda. Oh,
Yeah.
Sorry, I just want to say something to you guys because just so you know, I am grateful for Jennifer and Sarah because I had never even heard of that thing. I'm just going to tell you that. I mean, really, honestly, there's just so much out there. But Colleen is a good friend and she's been with Pampered Chef, like you guys heard, for a long time. And she's always been good at customer service. I mean, she used to have notebooks and files and all this. And I have never even looked at this, Amy. And so what she's going to do on Thursday night is really just more of an overview of what it is, what it can do, what she's done with it. And then she's being generous enough to leave it open for any questions. So if you are on, it's better because you'll be able to get your questions asked. And I am not, I'm just going to be very honest with you. If you're not on live, I don't want you to reach out to her later, and I don't want you to ask us questions later. I mean, we can certainly try to find the answer, but when somebody's generous enough with their time, I hate to ask later, oh, somebody couldn't be on, they have this question. So if you think of any questions when we post the information in Copy.org, like if you have already looked at it, or if you have any questions that you want to make sure you get asked and you can't be on, feel free to put them in the comments. Don't you agree, Jennifer?
Yeah. Yeah, and there's Sarah has said, and I have to be honest, I have been distance teaching too, so I have not looked at it. I looked at it many months ago and started with it, but did not at the time have time to dedicate to it. That's why I'm starting this group so we can help each other. But there is really good tutorials, Sarah said, that really go step by step by step. So we'll help each other, and yep. But be on Thursday because we really want to hear from a pro because we're not pros.
And they give you videos every single time you log in too. After you did that training, you know, the next time you log in, they'll have another new training for you. And when you have the pro version of Amy, which doesn't cost very much, you get like all the you get special trainings basically too, like little VIP trainings.
Pro was like $7 something a month, right?
Something like
yeah,
that.
It was cheaper than Post My Party. And
if it's going to help me with my customer care, I think it's worth it.
Oh, thank you. Yes, $7.99 per month. Yes. Yeah. It's not going to be full, Nikki, because it's just us.
No, it's not.
Oh, it's not?
I have a few. No, she said I could, because she's a part of another group. It's 100 people though. I mean, I have 100 people for my Zoom, so I'm not worried it's going to be full.
Okay.
But I am other directors because we've been invited to some other trainings lately that I feel like it's just nice to help others too.
Right. Oh, definitely. Yep. Sherry.
Jennifer. Can I say one more thing, Jennifer?
Oh, definitely.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I just want to say one more thing about this. And I'm not trying to be like a naysayer by any means. Oh, can you hear me still?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Nice picture.
My dad, and now he's going to call like everywhere. And my dad just does that. So anyways, I don't want you guys, if you're just starting to do parties, if you're just starting, can you still hear me?
Yeah.
Gosh, dang it. I told you he's going to do this now and he keeps calling back and forth. But anyway, if you're just starting to do parties, if you don't have a lot of customers yet, customer care type things, if you're still learning how to do Post My Party, if you're still learning how to do host coaching, if you don't have a very strong business yet, then no, you know what? This information is going to be there later. I truly do believe that you need to do things like right now. I agree with Sarah. I have a ton of customers and I know that I need to work on customer care so I can keep those customers. But if you're just starting out right now, you're not going to have I have 9,000 contacts, so I want you just to know that it's okay not to do the new and best thing always, because there's always going to be something more. Does that make sense? I just want to make sure you know that the information is going to be there. We'll put it in the units. So eventually when you have 9,000 customers and you decide you need a customer care system, guess what? It will be there for you when you're ready. But right now, if you're just starting out, you could probably do the customer care 222, where you just put it in notebook. Do you guys, I mean, Jennifer, I just wanted to add that so they knew, because I believe that some people just will get on the train, new best thing, but then that gets overwhelming too. So I just want to make sure you guys know where you're at in your business.
I'm glad you said that, Brenda.
Yeah.
Because I think it gets overwhelming learning Post My Party and just everything with the website and Dash.
Yep.
That I would tell my new consultants too to just hold off on that until they're more comfortable with what they're doing with the other stuff.
Yep.
Perfect.
And like, if we're gonna have that group, it's always gonna be there, so.
Yeah, we'll make units in there and
Oh.
stuff. So
Mhm.
okay. Anyone else?
Can I just say something non-Amy?
Of course.
This is just, I just kicked off a party tonight, and I just got to share this because I think it's kind of like host coaching related, I guess. I just kicked off a party tonight, and going into the party, like about a half hour into the party, I had 3 guests coming to the party. So that's like, makes me nervous, right? But earlier in the day, I told my host to post on her personal wall, hey, everybody, I'm having a Pampered Chef party. What are your go-to items? And let me add, she had already invited 100 people to the party and only 3 RSVP'd going. There are now 20 people going to the party after that
Perfect.
post. So just
Perfect.
food for thought.
Yep. Perfect. That shows you that the host coaching system works because it's right in there.
Yeah, and it's a good reminder, you know, not everybody always sees the event invites or group invites, whichever you do. So, so yeah, it's like, oh yeah, I got that invite, or send me an invite. And
Yep.
I had a host do it a couple weeks ago, and the people didn't come to the party, but I got 5 orders off that party just from that post on their personal wall. So,
Perfect. Awesome.
so just an idea.
Thank you for sharing. Anything else? We're just here to encourage and support one another.
I have a question since we're all on here.
Yeah.
And I noticed this in the booking blitz. Do any of you actually have cooking parties coming up? And if you do, are you going to change them to virtual?
Sarah does.
I saw Sarah's. I have one on June 4th, but I don't know if I'm comfortable doing a cooking party yet, especially here in Cass County. I don't know. I just was curious because I saw Sarah's and I wasn't sure what she was going to do. And it could come up for other people. So I thought it might be good to just get some advice. I don't know what to do.
Well,
I have one May 29th, and she's gonna have it out in her shop, so it's like outdoor, and it's a fixed up shop. It's like their outdoor party area, I guess.
A she shed?
Maybe. Maybe. I don't know. It's all gonna be outdoor, and it's gonna be like, she wants all stuff that you can either with a microwave or, you know, like the power tools, like the quick cooker and that kind of stuff. So
yeah,
I personally am not going to do any. Because I'm not willing to teach piano to kids yet, and so I'm certainly not gonna do Pampered Chef parties either.
Margaret,
I
this
think
is
that's
Brenda.
everybody, you know.
Pampered Chef stance is no right now.
Yeah,
But
that's
I'll
what I
also
think.
tell you, it's no, because every state is doing it differently with the lockdown. And so I'm going to tell you right now, like Fargo has opened it up, so you can really go to a place with 10 people. And so I'm gonna say that's personally, if you guys, it's personal preference. I do have a bridal shower, but she's actually limiting it to only 10 people attending, period. And honestly, I just feel like it's really what you're comfortable with, because you can do the cooking shows by Zoom now. And so I more and more people are doing that, and they're having great success, Margaret.
Yeah.
And so I would say that would be a good option.
Yeah, definitely not. Just because, especially even here in Fargo, it's just not, numbers are going up and up. So, yeah.
I just finished a Zoom cooking show, and it worked out real good for me. I did everything at home, and everybody had a good time. We told jokes, we laughed back and forth. Doing it by Zoom is the way, you know, especially with this lockdown, is for me is the easiest, fastest way I can lay everything out, and I can show out my power tools, and I can cook and prepare, and and I prepared meals right there, used, showed off the air fryer, the quick cooker. I showed off the cooking blender, making jam with it. I just, and yeah, I've sold a blend. It's done real good. It just, Zoom is easy. You can practice with some friends, and that's what I did. I set up a Zoom party and practiced with some friends and did a mock party, and then I went back in and did a live party, and hey, I'm all for it.
Greg,
Yeah.
someone wants to know how long your party was.
1 hour. I did it for an hour, and it actually ran about an hour and a half. So I was able to show the blender off with it going through all of its steps, making what it needed to make. We made 4-berry jam, and then I showed it off. The real kickoff was the fact that it cleans itself. Everybody just loves that.
Yeah.
Yes, they do.
Yeah. That's
Good.
cool.
Thank you. That's great.
Thanks for sharing. Yeah. Cool.
Hey, I'm going to mention one thing about that. Sorry, can everybody see me now again?
Yep.
I lost myself.
Yep.
Thank you for sharing that, because I'm super excited that he's doing that, because what I heard in his voice is he found something that works for him rather than the virtual online parties. And so I really think that that's exactly what everybody needs to be doing. And don't forget, if you've never done like a cooking show per se, there's the outline right on the Pampered Chef website under the marketing imagery in the party packs for cooking shows too. So you can even just take some of those things, or you can just go with the flow too. You can really just get together and say, hey, let's cook together. So anyway, I just wanted to make sure that everybody knew where to find those resources too, because I think that's awesome that he's doing that. I love it.
Perfect. Great. Anyone else?
I thought it'd be kind of fun to know who, like some of the new consultants, like, is this your first, I don't know if I missed that because I had trouble getting in, but if we have any where this is their first org meeting, I know that I have one on here.
Great. Oh, good. Lacey, anyone else? Oh,
My
Monique.
sister-in-law just signed up with me the night before last, and she was in here for the first portion until
Okay.
you're like, well, if you got to go, and then she had to go, but
Okay.
she was in here.
Great.
Oh.
Monique is
Anybody
on.
else?
Monique, yay. Look who else here. Evelyn. I saw Evelyn. Wonderful. Yeah, that's
Lacey's-
exciting.
Lacey's on here.
Lacey. Whoop, whoop. That's awesome. That's really good. Really good. And I hope that you have found this to be helpful and not overwhelming. And just know that we are all here for you all the time.
Yes.
Okay. Well, Sarah, did you do a drawing? Her eyes look like maybe.
Sorry, it was muted.
That's okay.
Of the, let's see here. Need to pull up that screenshot. Sorry about that. Okay, that one and it was Victoria. Victoria.
Victoria, where's
Is she
Victoria?
still on here? Is she still on here?
There she is, right there. I see her. I see her. Okay, so you will be getting an I will be getting in touch. Who's Victoria? Who's your director?
Tracy.
Tracy. I should have known that.
There she
Okay.
is.
So
I'm like,
Tracy, I will get in touch with you because that's from me. So
All right.
if I forget, remind me at our meeting and on our meeting on Tuesday, Tracy. So we have, like I said before, our family is here. And so my husband and I have been just quarantined ourselves. Well, not, I mean, self-quarantined, whatever, you know, for 2 months, just the two of us. So having my son and his girlfriend and my daughter and her husband and our grandson here today was like, ah! So, yeah, and our daughter's going to be with us for 10 days. So it's going to be awesome, but I'm not going to be as organized as I have been. So anyway, all right. Well, I hope that you all had a great night here, that we all helped you. I hope to see the new consultants that are on our Monday night Zooms. We'll see you tomorrow night, and then we'll see many of you back Thursday for the Amy training. All right. Have a great night.
Thanks,
What
Jennifer,
time Thursday?
Sarah, for putting it together. Thank you.
Yep, you bet. Thanks, Margaret.